Hey Chemistry 30s, today you're going to be balancing redox reactions in acidic solution. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out just going through an example. We've already covered this, so this is in our topic 1 of our notes. And the first example we're going to go over is zinc, which is a solid, plus NO3 minus, which is aqueous, which produces zinc ions, zinc 2 plus ions, which are aqueous, plus NH4 plus, which is aqueous. Now we have a few steps. I need to balance all of my atoms. This is step 1. Step 1 is balancing all atoms that are like zinc and which aren't hydrogen or oxygen. Let's put it that way, okay? So if I have to balance zinc, we see it's already balanced, okay? What I can do next is I need to balance my oxygens by adding water. So plus, oops, that's not water, that's hydroxide. Plus water, which is H2O. And then I have 3 oxygens here, which means I have to have 3 waters over here. Now I have 4 hydrogens plus 3 times 2, which is 6. 4 plus 6 hydrogens on this side, which is 10. So I need to have 10 hydrogens here. And then from there, everything should be good, right? However, though, our end reaction should have a 5 in front of zinc and a 5 in front of zinc 2 plus. Or sorry, no, 4. Made some calculation errors earlier. Should be a 4. So far we have 10. This is what our end reaction should be. Where does this 4 come from? Well, one of the things we have to do is we have to look at this in the half reactions. So our 1/2 reaction is zinc solid, which then becomes zinc 2 plus 2 electrons. This is our oxidation reaction, and then our reduction reaction is NO3 we don't know about our electrons, but it does become NH4 plus. Then, so far we're happy with this one. We know that if we go from zinc solid to zinc 2 plus, we have to have 2 electrons. This one's a little tricky. This one we have to make that assumption that we're in acidic solution. The question I've already told you is an acidic solution, so that's how we have to balance this out. So again, it follows very similar. We add our 3 waters. And then from there, I have to add my 10 electrons. Not 10 electrons, 10 hydrogens. And then this is a minus, this is a plus. So I'm just going to do this in a different color here so that you're able to see. On this side, my charge of the reaction is +1. And on this side, the charge of the reaction is +9. The difference between these two is 8. So the question is, do I need electrons on the left side or the right side? Electrons are negative, so if I add electrons to this side, this 1 becomes 0, which then becomes negative. So we don't want that, so we're not going to add our electrons there, which means we have to add our electrons onto this side. So I add my 8 electrons from 1 to 9, or 9 to 1. There's 8 in between, so I need to have 8 electrons there. And then to balance this out, I have 2 electrons here. This is where that value of 4 comes in. This is very important. This is why you have to break this down into half reactions. All right? So there's a few examples. You're going to work through the ones first, which are going to give you everything broken down. You just have to provide the values for. Then you're going to do a couple which you're just finding the overall result. When you do the overall result ones, make sure that you follow this process. What ends up happening is, just let me erase this bottom part here so we're not distracted, is that we have these two reactions. To find our net, it's what I wrote at the top here. So that 10 hydrogens plus the 4 zinc plus nitrate gives us 4 zinc 2 plus our NH4 plus 3H2O. Like I said, we have to do the half reactions so that we see the electrons here and the electrons here to know what that multiplying factor is. Or else we'll just assume that zinc is well, it's 1. But that's not the case because we have the reduction and the oxidation. So this is our oxidation. This is our reduction. And here's our net. And we can't just jump to the net. We have to make sure that we work with our half reactions first. All right, hopefully the whiteboard video is okay. And we'll talk to you later. If you have any questions, please do contact me. I have set up Google Hangouts. There is also email, whatever works for you. And then too, there also is Google Classroom. Like I said, whatever works, make contact if you have questions. Do some practice on this today, and then we're gonna have our quiz later this week. Talk to you later.